We've got high hopes for this contest with these two fighters. Should be a really good matchup. I'm Todd Grisham. Alongside me, English fighting legend Johnny Nelson.
Hi, Todd. Nice to be here with you.
Time for our tale of the tape. First up, Kingmaker. And they do have a weight advantage here. And standing across the ring from him, perhaps the greatest to ever do it, Sugar Ray Robinson. And you can see one of these fighters is older than the other. They'll meet in the lightweight division.
There is no joke about this. Someone is going to get hurt, the other is going to get embarrassed. Let's make sure they measure up well.
Up first, Kingmaker from the United States of America, and they hold the SCI Continental title. Their last fight was a very controversial decision loss. Sugar Ray Robinson from the United States of America. They are the WBO title holder. The last time we saw them in action, they lost by a TKO. Let's see how they bounce back here.
It'll be ding-ding from first off. They're off.
This bout is scheduled for 10 rounds of boxing. In the red corner, from the United States of America, wearing the black trunks trimmed with black, here is the current Continental Lightweight Champion, Kingmaker. Fighting out of the blue corner, from the United States of America, the current WBO Champion, Sugar Ray Robinson.
So much hype surrounding this big matchup. Can't wait to see what goes down when the opening bell rings.
Words are cheap. It's the action that says it all. We'll find out when the first bell goes.
No doubt about it, this was the hottest ticket in town by a country mile. Every seat has been sold. So here we go. Should be a good one. Which one of these athletes is going to be the first to get rocked? The straight right just misses. And he scores with the counter. This is a historical moment. Not many boxers get to 50 fights. An absolute warrior. And this is a you hit me hard, I'll hit you hard type of fight. The straight right just misses. Halfway through the round, and there's not a lot separating these two.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them more than happy.
Swing and a miss for that jab. Punch, counter punch. Hook misses. Walk away from each other and then run right back into trouble. Every time he throws a punch, a receipt is coming right back. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. Was almost a 10-8 round. Complete dominance.
As long as they don't get complacent, you think this is too easy. If they keep this same kind of pace up, they've got this fight.
And there's the bell for round two. Well, there's no doubt about who won that last round. Let's see what he has for us here in the next one.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything worked. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
is. This fighter does everything behind the jab. Their opponent has got to watch out for that. A perfect counter shot. Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. Swing and a miss with that hook. Jab misses. Perfect counter lands. You can see from the record, this fighter is fantastic and is really difficult to get past. Kingmaker has been knocked down. As you can see, it was a hit to the head that did it. Let's watch it again.
I need to see that again.
One, two, three, four, five. Are you okay?
Apparently, it's going to take more than that to keep this fighter down.
The corner needs to...
Final 10 seconds here, unless something major happens. I think we all know who won that one. He's been knocked down, but at least not knocked out yet.
Can make or break a fighter.
Let's get it started in round 3. His eyes look pretty clear here, Johnny. How do you think he's going to do after being knocked down in the last round?
What a knockdown. 1 minute, you need 1 hour to get over a shot like that. Now it's down to conditioning. Now it's down to mental strength and preparation. It's how you are going to deal with this.
Who's willing to go where the other fighter won't? That right hook won't score. Counter punches have to hurt. We wanted action, and they are giving us action. Nice counter punch right up the middle. Some real good back and forth between these two fighters.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. She's like a match made in heaven.
Beautiful counter shot. And shoot. That counter shot lands. Nice counter. Wanted to land the left hook, but was not successful. And miss with the jab. There's a counter shot. Very competitive round with 10 seconds left. After what we saw in that last round, it's pretty obvious who has the advantage here.
Dominance, without a doubt, make it look so easy.
There's the bell for round 4. This fight has been very one-sided. What are we going to have in this round?
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
straight right just misses. They threw the hook. It didn't land. Nice counter shot. That jab misses. How about that time counter shot? Every time they drop their guard, they get caught. Ready for that counter punch. Nice counter shot. Not throw out a lazy jab in this fight. You'll get knocked out. Beautiful counter punch. That counter punch caught him clean. Well done with that counter shot. All three judges here are going to give that round to you-know-who.
You can't leave it up to the judges. It's up to you as the fighter, and the cornerman's got to put a firecracker on that fight to get out there and get the job done.
Here we go in round 5. Who's going to land the first big shot? That round was complete domination. Let's see if we can shake things up here in this round.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Is he going to punch himself out, though? That hook just can't find the target. Time they throw a shot, they get countered. The straight right just misses. Good counter punching. Good counter punch. Nice hook. Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. Missing with the hook. That hook was off target. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. Well, there was no doubt about who won that round.
I seriously hope the judges kept their eye on this fight because if they haven't, there's going to be absolute uproar.
Let's start the 6th. Last round, complete domination. Let's see what we have in store for us here.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Nice counter punch. His stamina is off the charts. Putting the pedal to the metal, but has to be careful that he doesn't run out of gas. be a judge in this fight, as both fighters have had their big moments.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
Throws the jab and doesn't score. The only fear you have with this fighter is, has he punched himself out? Nice counter punch right up the middle. Swing and a miss with the jab. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. They've got the momentum, they've got the advantage. How do they carry that into the next round?
You can't leave it up to the judges. It's up to you as the fighter, and the cornerman's got to put a firecracker on that fight to get out there and get the job done.
There's the bell to start round 7. They've got all the momentum on their side after that last round. Let's see what they do here.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing, because you've won that hands down.
Counter shot. This fighter expending a lot of energy in this round. The straight right just misses. Missing with the hook. Some nice exchanges from both men in this round.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them more than happy.
They need to be careful they don't punch themselves out here. He misses with that jab. He needs to be careful not to punch himself out. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. I'm worried about these two fighters gassing out as this fight goes on.
There's a lot on the line here.
And there's the bell for round 8. Fatigue is setting in. Let's see how they handle it here in this round.
An amazing pace and tempo set in the last round. Can you keep this up? Me personally, I don't think that's possible. And if they can, their training, their conditioning would have been ridiculous, like they're in the army. But these guys, if they can keep up this pace, we are in for a great night.
Straight right just misses. Nice counter shot. Is he going to punch himself out, though? The straight right just misses. This has been a very competitive round as we reach the midway point.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. It's like a match made in heaven.
These two fighters are made for one another. Every time he throws a punch, a receipt is coming right back. Every time they drop their guard, they get caught. Just when you think they're going to have a lull in the action, we get it heated back up. This round could go either way. 10 seconds to go. How much cardio was put in for this fight? It may come down to that.
It's when you talk about championship material.
Let's see how much fatigue we see here in round 9. They really seemed to exhaust themselves last round. Let's see what they have left.
Exerted a lot of energy in the fight so far. Now they're shattered. This is what you call championship rounds. If you have done the work, slept right, ate right, prepped right, I'm expecting you to get through this. If not, if you've cheated, the ring can be the loneliest place in the world.
They exchange punches. Can't land that jab. Trying to land that jab. Can they figure out the combination to this safe?
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
Nice counter shot. What heart, what desire, but at what cost? The straight right just misses. Nice counter. They won't stop firing power shots. Let's see if it works out. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. You've heard the old phrase, this might come down to who wants it more, but it might come down to who's in better shape.
You cannot gas out. If you prepared right, slept right, ate right, and did everything right for this fight, you have no excuse for gassing out.
There's the bell to start round 10. Not sure these two fighters can keep up the pace we saw last round, but you know they're going to try.
What are they doing that now? Are they trying to get an ending out? That's a lot of energy burst. They did 6 rounds in one. They're going to be absolutely shattered.
Might want to think of holding on here for a minute. Swing and a miss with that left hook. Catch and shoot. Just misses with that jab. Very competitive round here so far.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. Just like a match made in heaven.
The straight right just misses. for the finish. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. How do you feel about that split decision victory, Johnny?
A split decision, I've enjoyed that. I actually forgot the rounds rolled by. The rounds were that close, they flew by. But what excitement. I could watch another 15 rounds of that. They probably can't do it, but we can watch it. Split decision, good call.